Good morning, my beautiful angel babies, and welcome to another episode of Probably Late to Something. This is the first real episode that's being filmed with this cute little background. I'm super happy with it. But today we're going to talk about something that I'm very passionate about. All right, because I'm tired of hearing my best friends calling me about some stupid shit that a stupid dumb boy did. All right, we're going to talk about raising the bar because we have the lowest fucking standards. Okay, we have the lowest fucking standards, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to pick one of my friends up off the floor with tears in her eyes because the man didn't bring her flowers on their anniversary or could at least afford a bottle of wine. All these men talking about pull up, because you can't because you don't have a car or a fucking job. Okay? Like, what the hell? I can't do this anymore. I can't live a life like this anymore. Okay? I'm sick of it. Right? So I think that my next few episodes are going to be about men, right? Because I love the book Attached and I love the book Why Men Love Bitches. So I have a few quotes from Why Men Love Bitches that I'm proudly going to read out to you. And I'm going to talk to you about saying no. Okay. All of this, again, we talk about self-esteem all the time. All of this stems from self-esteem. The way you treat yourself is reflected in how you carry yourself, right? Everyone will be able to tell if you love yourself. Everyone will be able to tell if you give a damn about yourself. It's so easy to see the women that don't care about themselves and are constantly putting everyone in front of them. It is so easy to pick on you. It is so easy to pull you away from your own life because you are not rooted in your own self. You're rooted so heavily in the idea of love that you forget to love yourself. You're rooted so heavily in the idea of love that you don't even see the men and the people that you are picking. You don't even know who they actually are because you have a delusion in your head. And trust me, Delulu is the Salulu. I get you, you know? But there's a certain point when you need to grow the hell up. There's a certain point when you need to get tired of being tired. There's a certain point when you need to get tired of repeating yourself, saying the same fucking shit over and over and over again. These men are not worth it. These men are not worth it. These men are not worth it. They're not worth you. I said the thing about stop fucking men that don't buy you flowers. The idea that an icky fucking sticky disgusting man could stick their penis in you is atrocious. It is atrocious. Okay. And let me tell you something. The more I say this out loud, I want you to know that I'm also saying it to myself. I'm going to tell you a story. I talked about this a lot years ago. I went back and forth with a guy, right? A guy. First kiss, March 11th, 2014. I was obsessed with this man. And it was the one that was kind of ugly that I never really wanted to look at. I never noticed him a day in my life. And then one day he walked past my desk freshman year. He walked past my desk and he whispered something to me and I didn't even know what he said. But then after that, boop, it was a light went off in my head. I was I like him. The way he was talking to me about him not literally giving a shit, the way he spoke to me and literally did not care at all. No, that really got me, young, stupid. He texted me the other day. It's been 9 years, nigga. He texted me the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I throughout the years, right? Years and years and years, I really, really loved this man. I gave him everything. I gave him money. I bailed him out of jail one time. Ooh. That's so embarrassing. And to this day, never took me out on a date. Not one day. Never bought me flowers. Not once. He left my apartment one time. No, let me tell you an even worse fact. He would come over to my apartment, right? And this is a TMI, but one day, I was sitting on my bed and he was sitting on my bed too. And I farted. Okay. I literally farted, right? He looks at me and I'm respectful and I don't want to have a sneak attack on nobody, right? So I was I looked at him and I was I just farted, just letting you know. This was we had known each other freshman year, sophomore year, senior year, junior year, senior year. We know each other for 5.5 years at this point. And I said yo, I just farted. He trying to laugh it off. And he was don't ever do that again. Looked at me with disgust. You're in my house. You're in my apartment. You're in my casa. Where was my self-esteem? Where was my ability to say, get the fuck out of my house? I can fart in my own room if I wanted to. Are you kidding me? But instead, I got embarrassed. I was oh my God, I'm so disgusting. And do you know how long it took me to ever fart in front of anyone again? To this day, I can only be like with my friends and my mommy. Like and like, you know, there's a time and a place, but like to this day, that will always be something that I remember. But as you get older, I'm just getting more annoyed with it. I'm like, who the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, we accept so much bullshit on the daily because our standards are so low. And I'm tired of the idea of love making me never find it. I'm tired of me not respecting myself enough to do better. They always say when you're looking for love, you're never going to find it. Because if you're looking for love, yeah, you can go on Tinder, you can go on Hinge, you can settle for any average man that has a fish in his profile picture. Sure. Go do that. But most of the time, you don't even like them. And no, I don't care how tall they are, girl. Got you. I know what you're doing. I had a 6'8" man in my life not too long ago. 6'8". That was a tough one. That was a tough one for me. But I had 5 icks that happened back to back, right? And I didn't even care about them. Let me tell you. First of all, pick your ick. Immediately when you start dating a man, pick your ick because it will help you when you need to, right? I made the list, okay? Number 1, in the middle of the night, we were both like naked in the fetal position, right? And our butt cheeks, because we were like sweating, our butt cheeks stuck together. So we literally had to, like when I moved, it like was sticky, it unsticked. Okay, our ass cheeks unsticked. There is no word to describe that. Okay. So then I'm like, whatever. I roll over to like cuddle towards his back and, he farted like, and it's, and you know, I'm like, be yourself. Like, I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. It was like a bomb. He like literally blew me up. Like I had to get out of bed. Like he was sleeping. I had to step to the side of the room and I was like literally, like, this is a big man, you know what I mean? This isn't like some tiny, like, little, like, 5'11" man. Like, this is a big man. He eats, like, 18 fucking meals a day. Like, this was, like, a nuke. Like, this, like, was, like, you know, what do they call? Like, they gas you to get you to get the fuck out of a hotel room or that's what this was. There's no, he didn't come to play, okay? So my eyes are watering and all this shit, right? 3rd ick. Wake up in the morning, he's hacking up loogies. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, that should be the first sign. Like, if a man is too comfortable, it's because he doesn't care. He's not afraid to lose you. He was like, I'm talking about for 10 minutes. It woke me up. Like, that's how I got woken up that morning. Right? And you know what I asked after all of this? So we're hanging out today? Why? I should have walked the fuck out and never spoken to him again. Like, are you kidding me? If I did that, at least he'd have some respect for me. Like, come on now. Like, a man wants to see you have respect for yourself because if he can do all this gross ass shit and you're fine with it, that means you've let another man do all this gross ass shit and you've been fine with it. Like, what? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Right? 4th ick. Okay, wait, now I'm trying to remember 4th ick. Okay, well, the second 2 are the same. Like, again, just nuking me with his farts, right? And one of them was super disrespectful because we were on a date. This is disrespectful. We were on a date. He's making eye contact with me and fucking blows it up. Like, blows that shit up. Making eye contact with me, like, looking me in the eye. He knows what he just did. And I'm sitting there trying to hold the tears from falling out of my fucking eye. And this guy is just pretending to have, like, keep casually having this conversation. Don't ask me a question. Have me smell that shit and have to answer you. And I was nice. If you're watching this, I was nice enough to not say shit. And you smelled like shit. And you know what was craziest about that? He took me to his favorite burrito place, his favorite Mexican place, where he gets his favorite steak fucking burritos. Do you know how bad that steak burrito was? I couldn't even finish eating it. So the fact that this man goes there every day and gets that disgusting steak burrito, it's not steak. That was not fucking steak. It's making me emotional. I don't know why. I'm just like, I can't believe, right? And then like another time, it was in the car. And I said, you farted. Like, at this point, I'm like, you fucking farted. No, I didn't. You did. 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 Like, what? Why am I arguing with you? Like, that wretched stench could not come out of me. I'm too small. Like, I'm not like super small, but I'm way too small for anything like that to exist in my body. I mean, that's the smell that you will smell when you are in the elevator going down to fucking hell. That's the shit that will like fucking come up from the cracks of Earth's surface. Like the hottest, most dangerous, most violent place that you could go. That is what you're gonna fucking smell. I'm happy I got that out of my system. But yeah, like, so that, what the fuck? Just because he was tall? Shut up, bitch. No, we're not doing that just because he was tall. Of course. The settling. All right. So again, very passionate about this. We're done doing this. I mean, we're growing up. We're women. It's about to be 2024, motherfuckers. We cannot be bringing in the same shit every fucking year, doing the same shit every fucking year. It needs to end. There needs to be a point when we're like, okay, wait, never mind, right? So I wanted to read out, I'm pretty sure it's Boogie T. Now I'm going to have to like make sure, and I'm going to leave it in like the description below. But Boogie T said, right? I'm going to keep applying pressure until you feel none. I'm going to keep applying pressure until you feel none. I'm going to keep applying pressure until you feel none. That's a man, right? Why are we settling for like tall men, broad-shouldered men, muscular men? Oh, they're big. We need a man with a big mind. I want your mind to be big. And I think I might have talked about this before. Do y'all remember Anna Todd? Y'all remember that girl? Fucked us all up right and after. Right? If you were a One Direction fan, you know who she is. She fucked us all up after she wrote After, because we were sitting there when we were young. Like I was in 8th grade watching, waiting for the updates on her book. I was in 8th grade. Harry Hardnell, whatever the hell his name is, he was over here like smashing bottles on the wall, like beating people up that even looked at Tessa. Like that was what was hot. So what did I think was hot when I was in high school? The bad boy. I get it. It's overplayed. Everyone's the bad boy. Why? No. I remember when I was at the club and that girl shoved me, right? And I was like, who the fuck are you to shove me? I had called her a name before because I'm pretty sure it was the same bitch. Now, regardless of what had happened, she deserved it. But she shoved me when I wasn't looking. This was like weeks after, so I didn't even recognize her really. She shoves me at the club, and I turn around, and then her boyfriend is like, I hit bitches. Her boyfriend hit me. He punched me in the face, okay? And I'm looking at her, I'm like, you're dumb, stupid ass. If he's hitting me at the club, he's beating your ass at home. You want the bad boy. They're gonna treat you like that. You're asking for what you're going to get. Pick better men. But you're not going to be able to pick better men if you're treating yourself like shit. If you're talking to yourself and you're saying, I'm ugly, I'm fat, like, I'm not worth this, I'm stupid, I talk too much, guess what? You're going to allow someone to say you're ugly and you're fat and that you talk too much and that you're annoying and that you ask for too much. You're not asking for too much. You're asking for it from the wrong person. You're not asking for too much. You're asking the wrong person. This is another thing I say. God will take care of you. Your angels will take care of you. When someone leaves your life, it's not for no reason. When someone leaves your life, it's because the universe and God are not allowing them to stay in your presence. Sometimes you have to go through shit. Sometimes you have to settle. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to get yourself back up, to piece yourself back together so that the next time some shit like that comes around, you know to run. No. When you have to pick your pieces up and you have to literally put yourself back together, you don't care to allow someone to come and destroy that again. You don't want it. You worked hard. You worked hard to love yourself. You worked hard to gain respect for yourself. You worked hard to build your self-esteem and your self-love and your self-acceptance. We need to be doing this in 2024. I'm not letting you. That's why we're going to have a whole little dating series, okay? Because I also want to read out the Call to the Wild. It was bought by a man, actually, and he didn't realize that it was for women. So I ended up taking the book, and I was like, okay, whatever. Read the first chapter. I was like, mwah. And then I lost it. I left it here. So my mom's had it. And I just found it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to read that book. I'm going to read to you Attached. I'm going to read to you I Hate You, Don't Leave Me. These are all about attachment issues, the way you view relationships. And we're going to really set firm boundaries for ourselves because I'm not letting you, and you better not fucking let me. Y'all saw what I dealt with. You better call me out on my shit. You better call me out on my shit. Okay? Because I'm going to do it for you, right? We're friends. We're besties. Hold me accountable and I'm going to hold your ass accountable too. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right? And it's always going to be the little doofy ass motherfuckers that are like, you think too highly of yourself. You're not good enough, dumbass. Don't feel bad to tell someone that they're not good enough. Or matter of fact, you don't have to tell them they're not good enough. You know it. You know it. You know it. But remember, Boogie T said, I'm gonna keep applying pressure until you feel none. And meanwhile, we are dealing with men that only stress us out. Why the fuck are you picking a broken man? Find one that's actually together. Why are you picking men to fix? It's not supposed to be a project. You're not supposed to be doodling, next week we're gonna work on commitment. What? Does he have a job? Does he have a job? Did he ask you for your Snapchat? I know he did. I know he fucking did. I know he fucking did. I know he said, can I have your Snap? My head hurts. Okay, my head hurts. I'm tired. I'm really fucking tired. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm fucking tired, right? We want a man that's big in their mind. One of the most attractive things I ever saw, right? Because I went with the bad boy that was like beating people up and blah, 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 blah. The most attractive thing I saw after everything happened, right? I had to hit rock bottom. I had to piece my heart together. And now we're here where I'm like, I have better standards. Like, you're not going to fuck around. Fuck around and find out again, right? Like, I don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. But one of the most attractive things, like we were out at like a little show, like one of my little rave, like headbanging shows, right? And I met this guy. His name was Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. Shout out to you, Bruce. But so he was just like some random dude, right? And he was very nice to my friends, buying us all water, taking us in and out of the crowd because like it's tough like to like squeeze your way in. It's kind of nice to have like a big man like push through. And you know, I'm in front of him like, right, because he's like, you couldn't stand in front of me obviously, so I get the better view, whatever. This whole entire time I'm having such a great time and I keep looking back at him. He's like, yeah, I'm happy you're like having fun, like it's such a good show, whatever. Finally I look back again and I catch it, what's happening. There's a short little fucker pushing him. He's like shoving him like over and over. And this had apparently been happening for like 10 minutes. And Bruce never said anything. He didn't care. He wanted me to have a good time. And mind you, first night ever meeting him, he didn't get nothing. He didn't get a kiss. He didn't get nothing, okay? First night meeting him, he wanted me to have a good time, so he didn't want to involve me in this little guy pushing him and pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, right? He was like, I'm just trying to block you. So he was like, I didn't want him to push you or like shove anyone into you. So he was sitting there like being a wall between me and this little fucker. So eventually I look over and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why did I get it? Like people get drunk, people get angry, like whatever. But I'm like, this is not the time and the place. So I look at him and I'm like, do you want to walk away? Like, let's walk away. Right. I'm like, we can move. Like, I don't care. Like, thank you. But like, let's move. Let's leave. And he's like, no, he turns around, he looks at the dude and he's like, listen, I'm going to move over. He's like, does this give you enough space to enjoy the rest of your night? And it was like, wait, let me snap with this hand. Yeah, that was a good one. Snap with me. Yay. Anyways, I do that sometimes. Oh yeah, he was like, will this give you enough space? And the guy immediately like just like switched up. He was like, no. Yeah, it does. And then Bruce was like, all right, well, like, have a good rest of your night, dude. He's like, we don't need to do that. Like, let's just have a good rest of the night. And he was like, yeah. Solved the problem with no violence, with no aggression. He was a grown fucking man and de-escalated that situation. I had never seen something so sexy. I I go bananas for a man that can de-escalate, because my ass is wild sometimes. I'm not going to always have my shit together. We all know this. I could be a little crazy girl for sure. So like, I want a man that can look at a situation with a big mind, with a big brain, and handle it like a man. I'm not trying to have someone yell back at me. I'm not trying to have someone call me out my motherfucking name. Fuck around, find out, right? Fuck around, find out. Don't try me with that shit. That's for damn sure. But you know, like the way that he was able to de-escalate that situation. And I told him when we walked away, I was like, you know, you just altered that man's night. Like, he was going to end up getting into a physical altercation with someone, and he was small. He was going to either end up like getting beat up or like hurting someone or going to jail. Like, Lord knows what was going to happen. I was like, you altered his entire night, and every single person that he runs into for the rest of the night won't have to deal with that anger. You know, you made his night better, and you made anyone else's night that was going to have to deal with him better too. That's fucking hot. That's sexy. Imagine if you just turned around and punched him. Bruce would have gotten kicked out. That man would have been super, super angry, would have ruined everyone's night. No, the de-escalation, that's fucking hot. That's sexy. We need to grow the hell up. We need to set better standards for ourselves and look for what is actually something that we're attracted to. And I'm attracted to a man with a big mind. Like, let's be sexy. Like, talk to me dirty. Like, tell me how much you want to make my life easy. Like, tell me how much you're going to lift up the world so that I don't have to hold all that pressure. Like, show me that you can make my life easy. And I swear, like, all these men out here are like, women are so crazy, women are so crazy. We react. And again, too, like, it's not all the man's fault. If you're getting played time and time again, let me tell you, that's your fault. That's your fault. Okay? You have to take some self-accountability and some responsibility, because you're picking them. You know, you're picking them. And a lot of the times we know damn well that we getting played, and we just stick along for the ride. We stick along till we get hurt because we're trying to teach them how to be. What I said to my friend, like, a few months ago, I was like, the person that you're gonna end up with is probably in a relationship. Like, I hope my future husband is in a committed relationship. Like, I hope he's been with someone for 3 years now. I hope that she is teaching him all the things that I'm gonna need from him when I meet him. All right, when I meet his fine ass, I hope that she's teaching him everything that he needs to know. Okay? Because I'm not trying to find a broken man. I'm not trying to find a man that I have to fix. Okay? This is another thing that I think is so big, right? It's a quote from Why Men Love Bitches. Truly powerful women don't need to explain that they want respect. They simply do not engage with someone that doesn't give that to them. Repeat it again. Powerful women do not explain why they need respect or why they deserve respect. They don't engage with someone that doesn't give that to them. Right? We spend so much time sending the paragraphs, having the same conversation. Take me out on a date. Can you buy me flowers? I would really like if you didn't talk to me like that. I told you already to stop calling me that. Fuck that shit. No, fuck him. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him. No, stop explaining so much shit. Stop explaining so much to them. Men are not dumb. Men are not dumb, right? You see those men on TikTok talking about like giving like the truth about men. They're like, no man will simply call you outside of your name unless they truly don't really care about you. You know, men are smart enough to know that if they fuck up, you know what I mean? Like their woman and the woman that they're going to marry one day, they're not going to look at their mama and say, fuck you, bitch, just because they get mad at her. So if they can have the self-control to not tell their mama that, why don't they have that with you? Relationships are about respect, but you're not going to get any respect from someone if you don't respect yourself. Where are your standards? All right? We're going to go through 3 things that you also need to ask yourself when it comes to, setting higher standards for yourself. Like 3 things that you should think about. But again, stop explaining yourself so many damn times. If you tell a man something once, fine. Twice, fine. 3 times, you're done. You're done. No. Don't get to 3 times. 1, 2 times, done. Afterwards. And I get it. You want that person so bad. You want that person to want to do the things that he knows will make you happy. But he's not. Find another one. Find another one. Find another one, girl. Damn. Stand up. Stand up. Standing on business, stand the fuck up. Like, stand up. We're not No more pity parties. You're hot, you're sexy, drink your water, go to the gym, write in your journal, do some damn yoga, go outside and sniff some fucking grass before you're literally sitting here waiting for this man to text you. Okay, and if a man can go like 2 whole days without talking to you or texting you, like, he don't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. When a man finds a woman that he likes, they're going to be applying pressure to you. They're going to want to chase you. They're going to want to be around you. They don't have to be proposing and like buying you diamonds at like 2 weeks, but like, you'll know when a man cares about you because he wants you to remember him. He doesn't want you going through your week like not thinking of him. He wants you to be like, okay, what can I like, let me do. One thing I always used to do is I used to ask a man to text me good morning and night. I used to ask a man to text me good morning and good night. I sat there and I told a man, I would just at least want to hear from you twice a day. We don't have to talk throughout the day, but I would like to hear from you twice a day. Why the fuck am I explaining that to someone? What? I'm explaining to you how many times you should talk to me a day? You're blessed if you speak to me once a day, okay? I'm sitting over here begging for it. That means he knows that that's all I require is a fucking good morning and good night text. That's what I require. Absolutely not. Another thing, my grandpa always taught me this. My mom always said this. Never explain to a man what happened in your last relationship. If you got cheated on, if you got played, if he stole your money, if he stole your car, if he like screamed at you, cursed at you, don't explain that to a man. I mean, maybe when you're dating for a little bit and like when, you know, you start to get serious, open up, whatever, because that's, you should be able to open up to your partner. Do not tell a man that too soon. Because if he knows that you let all of this slide, why would he try to do better? He knows that the bar is already to the floor. So why would he be trying to really, really get that shit together? Like, why would he be trying to woo you when he knows that you don't need any wooing? Be for real. Stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself. We talk too much. We explain too much. We consider the other side too fucking much because we want to believe that people are good. That men are good. The men that we care about, we want to believe that they are good. We are delusional. We lie to ourselves and we shit on ourselves in order to allow some form of love to like pour into our life. That's not love, baby. That's not fucking love. Stop explaining what you need from a broken man. Find a fucking fixed one. Another thing, I don't remember what his name is. I think Troy, whatever Berg, he's on TikTok. He's beautiful blue eyes. He's a very beautiful fucking person. He said in a video, I don't know how he said it, but he's like, if a man's making plans, just say, let me know when, right? Don't be like asking them when, let them let you know. So I have here that this is another quote from Why Men Love Bitches. If he doesn't give you a time, you don't have a fucking date. If he does not give you a time, you don't have a date. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, if he does not give you a time and a place, you don't have a date. Okay? Like, just because a man's like, yeah, we should hang out, you get all excited. And now you're waiting for a whole week to wait for him to text you to ask you to go out somewhere. God forbid. God forbid. You're waiting for an idea. That's something I used to do all the time. I would be like, well, now I'm planning it in my head. Like, oh, we should go here. We should go here. No, it's his job. It's his job. It's his job. If you're attracted to men, date a man. Damn. And I'm not even gonna lie with you. I've realized now that men are all, you know, you could say the same thing for women, but men suck. Like seriously. Raise the fucking bar though, at least. Like shit. Someone said to me, I was at the pool the other day. I was at the hot tub with my friend. And we were talking about men. And there was 2 women in the hot tub. And this woman was like, I fucking hate my husband. She was like, I hate him. He left this morning at 5 a.m. to go to like a different country. She's like, he didn't even wake me up. I was so fucking happy I didn't have to say goodbye to him. She was like, every Christmas I go to like Aruba or wherever the hell she was going. And she was like, and I never invite him. You know, she's like, I love to be away from him for the winter. She was like, I hate him. She's like, I dislike everything about him. I was like, oh, wow. So the woman that was next to her, I was like, what about you? And she was like, that's my dad. Because that woman was her mom. So the woman is talking about like all this shit about that girl's father. But she was like, yeah, like me and my husband have been together for 6 years. And she's like, he's a sweet guy. She's like, he does do dumb things. Like you're not the same. Like women and men are different. The way you think, the way you process emotions, very, very different. She's like, yeah, he is dumb. He does a lot of stupid things. And she's like, but no man's going to be perfect. You have to love them enough to put up with some of their shit. But some of y'all are putting up with too much shit. Too much. There's a bar. Fucking raise it. Shit. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot and steamy because I need you guys to hear me. I need you to listen to me, baby. I need you to listen to me. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk to you about is a big thing, finding someone's character, right? We get fooled and we get played by the idea of someone. You need to see through someone's mask. Again, favorite book. We're really getting through it, to be honest. I'm going to be sad when we're done. But I'm going to read out the whole little thing. It says, when choosing people to work and associate with, do not be mesmerized by their reputation or taken in by the surface image that they project. Instead, train yourself to look deep within them and see their character. People's character is formed in the earliest years and by their daily habits. It's what compels them to repeat certain actions and in their lives and fall into negative patterns. Gauge the relative strength of their character by how well they handle adversity, their ability to adapt and work with others, and their patience and ability to learn. Always gravitate towards those who display signs of strength and avoid the many toxic types out there. Know thoroughly your own character so you can break your compulsive patterns and take control of your destiny. Okay? Okay, are you listening? Listen up, honey, listen up. Judge people's character. Stop letting people be shiny. Do you know how many men can talk their way into your panties? Almost any of them. Almost any man can say what you want to hear because they know what you want to hear. That's another thing. If a man knows what you want to hear and still doesn't give it to you, another quote by Arthur Schopenhauer. People are like the moon. They only show you one of their sides. There are 11. There are so many signs that we ignore. One of them. Your best friend will fucking hate them. Your best friend will fucking hate them. Listen to me when I speak. Your best friend probably fucking hates them. When your best friend starts getting like this when you're talking about him, if your best friend has a reaction, it's done. It's already done. If your best friend is already tired of hearing their name, it's because she knows that it's a no-go. I told my best friend Bella, I was like, the next relationships that we are in, we have to get approval. And I'm not fucking around like that. Like I was talking to someone and I saw her face go, I was like, no, this is the moment. This is the moment that like we ignore. This right here. I'm like, this is what we ignore. This is what we like go around like, well, but. No, that's all I needed. I was like, this is the moment where I have to listen to the advice that I give other people. When my friend goes, that's the answer. When your best friend does not like a man, it's because your best friend loves you and she can tell that they don't. Listen to your best friend's reactions to certain things. Okay. Someone also said you should find a man that acts like your best friend, that loves you like your best friend does. You know what I mean? And I would be very, very, very blessed to find someone that loves me the way that my best friends love me, because they love me to ends earth end, beyond that, to the moon and back 5 million times, whatever. They love me with their whole heart and soul, and they treat me with respect and love. When I fall, they pick me the fuck back up. When I doubt myself, they are completely sure in my capabilities. Like, they love me, and they don't expect anything from me. That's what love is supposed to be. You know, you don't have to be giving this stuff. Like, I'll give you this because you're giving me this. You know, relationships are all about compromise and the flow. Sometimes you're 90, sometimes they're 10, sometimes you're 60, sometimes they're 40. Quick math, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, that's fine. But love isn't just, you don't love someone just because you want to get something back from them. Okay? You don't love someone just so you can get something back for them. Listen to your friends' reactions when you're talking about the person that you are dating. Okay? All right, this is another thing. So basically, I forget exactly what this guy's name was in this chapter, but Hughes. Yeah, Hughes. There was a man named Hughes. He was very rich. Like his parents died, so he took over the business, and he did not listen to anyone. Like he didn't listen to anyone's advice. He wanted complete control over everything. He was a terrible businessman and ended up going bankrupt in all of the millions and millions. I mean, I'm talking, he had like $70 million that he ended up just losing, all in like a few years of his life, right? That's a lot of money. And he would always have these people giving him money. Like he would build planes for the government. So the government would give him a contract of like 30 million because he was able to go in there and sweet talk them. You know, everyone was like, all right, well, we'll give, like, anything he said, people would believe. Like, he had a very shiny mask on to the world. He could talk his way into any business meeting, but he was a terrible businessman. He was awful. They gave him $30 million to build some planes, and they were like, all right, we'll get them hopefully in a year. They showed up that day, a year later, none of the planes were even started. Everyone that worked in the like manufacturing company or whatever that he had, that they were relying on, they didn't even know how to build planes. But the government and whoever, was giving him that money, they listened to his mask instead of actually seeing through to his capabilities and what he was actually going to be able to do. This is a blind spot in human nature. We are poorly equipped to gauge the character of people we deal with. Their public image, the reputation that precedes them, easily mesmerizes us. We are captivated by appearances. If they surround themselves with some alluring myth, as Hughes did, we want to believe in it. Instead of determining people's character, their ability to work with others, to keep their promises, to remain strong in adverse situations, we choose to work with or hire people based on their glittering resume, their intelligence, and their charm. Train yourself to ignore the front that people display, the myth that surrounds them, and instead plumb deep into the depths of their signs of character. This can be seen in the patterns they reveal from their past, the quality of their decisions, how they have chosen to solve problems, how they delegate authority, how they work with others, and countless other signs. Do you hear that? Train yourself to ignore the front that people give. Focus on their patterns. This is a big thing when you're talking about dating men. First thing you fucking hear, if a man says, my ex was crazy, never block them. Fucking block that motherfucker. That motherfucker. Because let me tell you something. He did something to make her crazy. One of my exes, she's so crazy, she's so crazy, she's so crazy. Same shit happened to me. And the thing that's so crazy about it is you'll sit there, just like Vampire. That was my favorite song for a very long time, y'all know. But favorite line that she had in that, she was like, he called them crazy. God, I hate the way I called them crazy too. He's so convincing. How can you lie without flinching? How can you lie? How do you lie? How do you lie? Fame fucker. Fame fucker, that's for damn sure. Anyways, let's not get into that. But, I mean, it is so easy when they are talking. They're so alluring. They're so mesmerizing. They talk about their pain and, like, how hard it was that, like, his ex-girlfriend did that to him and, like, yelled at him and, like, said all these things. I believe that his exes were crazy. I was wrong. And it's okay to sit there and be like, damn, like now I'm the crazy ex. Like you're going to join the crazy exes in no time, sweetie. You're not special. Remember that. Like you're really, really not. And it's one thing for like a man to fuck up in his past, take a few years, really, really learn, like dig deep into his character, understand and ask why he believes that he's changed. Like ask him like what pivotal parts of his life and that situation made him want to do better, right? Like really dig deep into that. Like if he has a good solid answer where you're like, damn, I'm proud of you. Like good for you. Yeah, date him. I don't care. Get to know him, whatever. But if he's like, yeah, well, why did you change? How? How did you change? What did you think? Is your mind big? What did you experience? Did you feel guilt? What did like? And when they say that she's crazy, fucking leave, baby. Leave. All right, now we're going to go to, I love my setup too, by the way. Like some of you guys are like DMing me and stuff saying that you like my setup. I'm like, stop, I like it too. All right, number one, ask yourself what you truly want. Okay. And this isn't even just about someone in a relationship. This is just about life in general. Like, where do you want your life to go? How are you picking a life partner? How are you getting to serious relationships when you don't even know where your life is going to go? You need to find someone that blends and meshes with who you want to be in your future. Damn, what was that quote? Oh, what was the quote? It said, what was it? It said, stop. So many people are looking for the person they want to spend the rest of their life with, but they need to be becoming the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with. Let me try to say that in a better, like, more powerful way. Okay. We are constantly looking for someone to spend the rest of our life with, but we need to be becoming the person that we want to spend the rest of our life with. Fucking snap. Hey, yeah. I'm a poet, even though someone else said that. I recited it in a very beautiful way. Okay. Yay. But yeah, like, we need to be becoming the person that we want to spend the only person that we will be with forever, guaranteed, is ourselves. Do you like yourself? I think I said this before, but my therapist one time asked me, and it was like, oh my God, damn, Kim, like, shut up. Like, don't come for me so hard. She was like, well, are you, like, she said, list out the things that you want in a partner. And then she said, are you that? I said, well, no. Stop being mean. Like, no, stop. Like, why would you say that though? Like, why would you be rude? Like, this isn't about me. This is about them. Like, why are you flipping the script? That's kind of rude. But that's true. Like, become the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with before you're out here trying to find someone to spend the rest of your life with. Like, do you even like yourself? What do you love about yourself? What do you admire about yourself? What can you not stop praising about yourself? If you can't name a few things that you adore about yourself, you have no business being in a relationship. None. Because even if you are a good person, even if you're trying super hard, if you don't love yourself and you don't have a few things that you're like, damn, I'm a good person. Like, damn, this is really great. Like, someone's gonna be so blessed to have this one day. That person doesn't need to come into your life and try to get you to love yourself. That's not their job. That's your job. And we do this all the time. We're constantly doing that to ourselves. So figure out where you want to go. Figure out your wheel of life. Figure out where you see yourself. And then once you figure that shit out, then you can maybe start meeting people and be like, could I see them in my future? Not, can I go into theirs? Can I see them in mine? Root yourself in your life. Don't just gravitate towards people and fall off of your gravitational pull or whatever. Stay in your line. Pull people towards you. Pull people towards your energy. Be so strong and so sexy and so fucking beautiful that people can't stay away from you. Be the strong woman with so much grace. Don't explain yourself. Don't explain why you deserve to be respected. Don't explain why you deserve to have flowers. Don't explain why you should be going on a date. Don't waste the breath, honey. Don't waste the breath. A man will respect that more than you whining over and over and over and over again about how they're not treating you right, they're not treating you right, they're not treating you right. They want you to drop their ass. That's hot. Like, damn, she did not put up with my shit. Like, that bitch is hot. Like, ooh. Another thing I realized, okay, this is so crazy because I'm a blocker. Like, if you do something wrong, I will block you immediately. Like, I have always done that. I have probably 300 people blocked. Like, I don't fuck around with that shit. Like, you're gonna be blocked automatically. But I realized finding their name, clicking their contact, and hitting the block button is so much work. It seems like they matter. Like, I will not block someone. I will not unfollow someone. I don't care about you enough for you to think that I sat there, clicked on your Instagram profile, and then clicked the block button, and then clicked actually allow it to be blocked. Because it always pops up. It's like, are you sure? Like, I had to click 3 fucking buttons. No, 4. I had to type first, click the profile, click the 3 dots, and then click the block button. And then I had to click, yes, I'm sure. That's 5 fucking clicks. That's 5 fucking points of my fingertips for your ass? Hell no. Absolutely not. You don't get that from me. You don't get that from me. Fuck no. Fuck that shit. But, figure out what you want in your life before you be trying to fit someone into it. Okay. Now, number 2, ask yourself how you want to be treated. Self-respect is going to be your best friend when it comes to raising your standards. Okay. This means clear boundary setting. What do you want out of someone? Because we don't want the bad boy anymore. We want the man with a big mind, the man that can de-escalate situations. We want the man that can make the plans fall through with them. We want the man that doesn't just say the sweet nothings, but shows them in his actions. We want a man that has a plan. And if he doesn't have a full plan, he's trying, he's motivated. You want a man that has good hygiene, that takes care of themselves. You want a man that's good with his mama, gets along with his father. You want a man that loves his little sisters and his little brothers. You want a man that maybe wants kids or maybe doesn't want kids. You want a man that wants to travel with you or maybe wants to just absolutely settle down, buy the house, have the babies. What do you want? I want someone that's funny. I want to laugh. I'm a really funny motherfucker. I'm a really funny motherfucker, I think to myself. And like, I make my friends laugh all the time and whatnot. So I want someone that can make me laugh. It's very, very important to me. Another thing that's very important to me, I want to dance. So if I'm at a bar and a song comes on, I'm going to wiggle. And I want my partner to be able to wiggle with me. I don't want someone sitting there that's like, whoa, like stop, like look around you, people are looking. I want someone to dance in the rain with me. I want someone to write little cute letters to me. I want someone to plan dates with me. I want someone to dance with me and not care if anyone's looking. Be goofy with me, twerk on me, like I don't care. Another important thing. I want a man that is so secure in his masculinity, he's not weird like all of these men out here. These men are like, no painting my nails, no doing that, no, you can't put makeup on me, no, you are not secure in your masculinity. Like, that is so strange. Like, men that are uncomfortable by gay men, I'm sorry, but like, you want it up the butt, because no real man is like so intimidated by a gay man. Like, who cares if a dude's gay? Like, you're weird. Like, you're weird for that. Like, the sexiest thing is a man being like, oh, your friend's gay? Like, what's up? Like, That is so sexy. Like, that is so sexy. One thing I will never put up with ever again in my life, and I promise this to my best friend, Miles, I was like, I will never be with someone that disrespects you. And I will never be with someone that talks shit about you just because you're gay. I will never be with someone that is uncomfortable with our friendship because you're gay. Like, I will never, ever, ever put my best friend through that ever again. I vowed that. So one of the first things, because I do have my standards now, one of the first things I tell to anybody I'm on a date with, my best friend is gay. Are you okay with that? Like, what are your feelings about gay men? Like, what, like, you know, like, what is that? Because that's something that's a non-negotiable for me from this point forward. You know what I mean? And again, I would have only known that if I was in that toxic relationship. So this is just another instance where, like, when you go through that toxic relationship, it helps you. You are never as sexy as you are when you get your heart broken. We all know that. We know the post-breakup glow. We know the glow when we finally blow all the boogers out of our nose, we get in the shower, we shave, we do our hair, we do our makeup, we like start going to the gym, we start picking that green juice. We know the glow that we have as women once we hit that point, or just as human beings. You know, all of this stuff is just, it's for everybody. You know, it's for everybody, because men aren't always just like, not every man is bad. I don't hate men like that. But like, I do think that most men are fucking shitty, especially in their 20s. You know, high school boys and men in their 20s, like, no one really wants to settle down until like a man's like 28. Like, personally, in my experience, I know some people get lucky, but that's something, right? But so know how you want to be treated. What are your expectations? What do you expect out of someone that loves you and cares about you? Okay, the next one that I absolutely love, and I talk about this so many times because I'm so passionate about it. Decide what you will say no to. Decide what you will say no to. Decide what you will say no to, okay? And this is probably the most uncomfortable thing for a woman to do. Saying no is the most uncomfortable thing a woman can do. And I know that. We're trained to be polite and to be nice. That's something that they talk about in the call. She talks about in the Call of the Wild. I'm going to try to, what's her name? Kimberly Ann Johnson. Okay. In the Call of the Wild. She talks about that. She's like, we are, as women, are designed, this was such a long time ago, I can't believe I remember this, but she's like, we as women are designed to ignore our primal instincts. Like, right, if we're like a jaguar in the forest and we hear something that makes us uncomfortable, we immediately listen to our instincts and we run. But now we are trained to ignore all of that training, all that programming, to make sure that we're being nice, to someone, to make sure that we're being polite to someone. We don't want to say no too quickly because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. We need to get back to our primal nature to say, fuck no, that shit's weird as hell. Why are you doing that? That's weird. Walk away. Cross the street. Don't be so worried about everyone else's feelings because it makes you get fucked and screwed in the end. Listen to your gut. Stop ignoring it. Stop allowing this world to make you not listen to your instincts. Listen to your instincts. When that man texts you that weird message, listen to it. When he acts up in the first 2 weeks of knowing him, listen to it. When he starts raising his voice at you and calling you out of your name, listen to it. When he starts acting weird, funky, moving weird, and you feel it in your gut that something's up, listen to it. I know, baby, I know that you want love. I know that you want to be appreciated. I know that you want to spend your time with someone. Wait until it's someone that fucking deserves you, please. Focus on your friends. Focus on your family. Focus on you. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. We want attention. We want cuddles. We want hugs. I get that. But don't disrespect yourself enough to give yourself away to someone that is so beneath you. That's not doing anything for you, that doesn't love you, that doesn't cherish you. If you want to be in the arms of someone and you want cuddles, it should only be in the arms of someone that admires you and wants to keep you safe. You deserve to feel protected. You deserve to be loved by someone that wants to make sure that this world doesn't hurt you. You do not deserve to be in the arms of someone that's going to hurt you themselves. Bars. So learn to say no. There are so many times that we, as women, don't say no because we're scared, right? When it comes to having sex, a lot of us losing our virginity. When I personally had sex with one of the guys that I really, really thought I liked, I said no multiple times, and he still ended up like just doing that. And like, I never really thought about it until later in my life. I was like, I said no like 4 times, and it still ended up happening because I didn't want to be a loser. I didn't want to be weird. You know, and I also knew him. So when I said no so many times and it still ended up happening, I was like, well, I don't know. It's just something that you don't even think about. Like, I didn't think about that for years until my friend was like, wait, what did you just say? Like, that's really, really strange. And I had that happen to me another time in college, where I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, no, I don't want to do that. And it was happened anyways. Again, kind of just blocked that out of my head, 444 on the timer. I don't know what the hell is that supposed to mean. First of all, don't feel bad if something like that happens. It's not your fault, but make sure you train yourself enough now to say, fuck no, get the fuck off of me. I'm not fucking doing that. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. I will say no, 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 no. No, 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 fuckity fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, 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 no. No shame in my game. The answer is no. Because I choose me. I choose me. If you're making me feel uncomfortable, you got to fucking go. No, matter of fact, if you're making me feel uncomfortable, I'm going to go. I'm not going to tell you to go. I'm not going to explain to you the reasons why I have to leave, the reasons why I'm ghosting you, the reasons why it needs to be over. We're looking for closure so fucking much. Closure to a man is another way to apologize and get back with you. Closure to a man is you giving them the second chance to fix some shit. We're always looking for closure. We're always looking for closure. Like, what? Like, no, you're not. We're looking for them to say the right thing so that we can stop being upset and get back with them. Stop doing that. What's that girl's name? She's on the Real Housewives of something. I don't know, but her fiance or husband or something like that, he was a big dude, like an NFL player or something, or a basketball player. He headbutt her. And after that, he like begged for her back for like a long time. And he ended up getting her entire face tattooed on his leg. And she still didn't get back with him. She never spoke to him a day after that. She never spoke to him one time after that. That's awesome. And she didn't have to explain anything. Well, obviously the headbutt like it definitely explains a lot. You know, and I'm personally like, I have a personal connection to that, obviously. But, you know, the headbutt explains a lot. That's another thing in that situation. Right? What the fuck? Why was I still there? Why was I still there? That is that is so insane to me. Thankfully, that was such a long time ago. It's been over a year for that, and I'm about to hit a year of being single in the beginning of January. I will be single for a year, and it's just like it's nice. It's nice to know that I have learned so much in this past year. I've met so many beautiful people. I've grown so much. And I'm so happy again, like, even though it's tough to like go through those heartbreaks and get cheated on and get abused and be talked to in horrible, disgusting ways, although that's really, really hard and it really, really sucks, I'm so happy that it happened because I will never fucking accept that shit again. Ever in my life. I will never accept that shit ever again. So thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I'm excited to start this like boy series where I'm going to tell you what the fuck is up. Fuck around, find out. That's what it's going to be called. Fuck around, find out. But I love you guys so freaking much. One of the journal prompts that I want to do with you guys today is for healing your traumatized self, for healing that like childlike self of you, or that young girl that got heartbroken, that girl that you were a year ago that got cheated on. Ask yourself, what would the most powerful version of yourself do in that situation? Think about yourself when you're 45 and married, happily married with like 2 kids. What would she tell you right now? Think about that and write that down. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to follow the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Instagram. And yeah, I hope this helps. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you. I love you, baby, so much. Bye. Mwah. Yeah. And I did that because the camera's about to die. I was going to talk a little bit more, but we're just going, go team, go.